What a
Oh,
legend.
he's about to start. I'm going to put that one in.
Well, fuck it. We're going to do it live.
Oh my
Yeah, that's about
God.
all I can say about that match. Was it
See
was
you
shit.
guys.
It was probably one of the worst matches I have ever watched us play, and primarily it comes down to three people in the midfield that looked like their heads were permanently inserted in their rectums. I mean, I'm gonna have to buy this team some see-through belly buttons so they can see who's on the pitch and where people are. I just it was fucking awful, and nobody played well. So you can't come out and say, "Well, my guy played well," because everybody was shit. It was like we were walking in a pasture full of cows, and everybody stepping in the big old cow patties because it was
Oh my
god
God.
awful today.
Hey,
So who wants to
Josh.
go first and climb on this shit wagon?
Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. Dan Levitard just tweeted me, so that at least I have that today, buddy.
yeah, you could save that in your likes.
No, I've had his executive producer Mike Ryan on my show before. He's weird.
That would be Josh. That's Potter out.
Oh.
Yeah, no, listen, I think there were some bad performances today, some really bad performances. I think it started with the guy up top today. I don't really know what he's been watching recently in certain games to sort of kind of make the selections that he's making. Really, really odd to me. Some of the things he's been doing as a manager. I mean, this is a guy at one point in this season has yanked Kukure off in like the 32nd minute of a game. And then for some reason now can't humble himself to make those early moves again. Like I don't clearly wrong from the jump, from the first minute. You could tell this was going to be an issue. And I think it starts with him. I don't really know where else to put it, man. I think he's missed on every single lineup he's put out this season, for the most part. I'll give him a couple of games in the Champions League where we played okay, but in the Premier League particularly, I don't think he's hit on a single one yet.
I would not disagree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's
getting paid $12 million a year, and I'm like, I am going to be pragmatic about this, and I'm just going to be upfront about this because I refuse to get emotional about an emotionless performance. Like I am just not. It is not going to ruin my day. I have too much fucking shit to do. Look, I don't know why we all of a sudden became a kick and run team, but whatever we tried to do out there, we're not good at it. There are certain teams like West Ham that can play longer balls, and Antonio and Scamacca, they can get onto it, right? We do not have those players because we don't play that way. When did we all of a sudden just start hucking the ball up, hoping that our striker, one time out of 10 can get him behind? It was an inefficient way to play the game. And that is why you don't see good teams play like that anymore, because it doesn't work. This isn't 19th century football. All right, who's managing this team? Is that Sam Allardyce out there? I mean, what am I watching here? What were the tactics? And on top of all that, if you're going to play that way, you better show more goddamn effort. Because if you're just going to be slow, uninspired, not run, then you can't play like that.
I hate to cut in. I just want to follow up with a question since you're on a rant. Do you think that it was the inability to play out of the back that made us go to playing long? Or
no, so we couldn't play through the midfield. Our midfield was trash.
I mean, you've got to when someone has the ball, the rule of thumb, and this is just a general maxim of the game, the rule of thumb is to have two people showing. You always want to have two options. And buddy, let me tell you, I watched it very closely. Whenever we got the ball, there were no options.
There was just runners?
There were no options. Nobody was showing to the ball.
Right.
If you're an attacking mid and your D-mid has the ball, you need to be checking in. And the attacking mid, whether it was Mason Mount, who sucks, by the way, he sucks. But if it's Mason Mount or Gallagher or whoever, They were running away from the ball. I mean, that is just elementary mistakes. Look, that's unprofessional. Like to not even show for the damn ball, to just leave somebody who has the ball on an island. Because how many times did you see Broja, Kai Havertz, Raheem Sterling? They get the ball and there is nobody showing. No one showing. Dude, that is an easy adjustment, and Potter didn't do it one time. For all the annoyance that Mikel Arteta is, and he is. Oh my God, is he annoying. But dude, he's telling every fucking player what to do at all times. And Graham Potter's over there, sitting there with his hippy-dippy thumb shoved right up his ass, doing nothing. Fucking nothing. 12 million a year. Nothing. Nothing. No instructions, no fucking tactical adjustments, nothing. You're starting a 34-year-old right back who's terrible. You're starting Mason Mount, who is too slow to live. It's pathetic how many opportunities that fucking douchebag gets. It's pathetic because he's not fast enough to be a wing, he's not strong enough to be a striker, and his touch isn't good enough to be an attacking mid. Why is he on the field? Why is Aspi on the field? They went at him every single time they got the ball. These are all easy things to see. Easy things to see. And Potter either refuses to see them or he can't see them. And it's astounding to me. 12 million a year. 12 million a year.
I can't disagree with any of that. Since we
nobody else.
Yeah. Let me bring on Andrew, because Andrew hadn't had to say yet. Andrew, get in here since you're our lone Brit. You get to stick up for your peoples. He's like, I'm running away. Fuck this. I'm going to America.
I already renounced my citizenship ages ago, so I'm a free
agent.
I don't know what I can't really go in because this is what I expected. I keep telling everyone this team hates playing league football. Just hates it. It has no stomach for a fight when it has to perform, when points are on the line. In cup football, brilliant. They love being cup team. They absolutely love it. But listen, Potter could have changed things, could have done a few things, but listen, man, when you no look passing again, just passing it for passing's sake. I mean, how many times did you see that? No, but not in no direction. Just pass it and see if someone's there or something like that, and that's everyone. But I keep telling, as a collective, I have no emotional attachment to any of these players. I've said they're not going to make me angry because they don't deserve it. You know what I mean? I watched that game from the 70th minute onwards. I didn't set my alarm to wake up or anything like that because I knew this was going to happen. It was a gutless performance again, and we can have a go at the manager all we want and fine, that's all good, but these players have let down the two previous managers. So I don't get this. Until we get most of these players out, we're going to see more results like this. We're not going to finish top four, and we'll have to spend hundreds of £1 million more just to get back into the top four. Not even a title race.
Yeah, but Andrew, my only problem with that is that, like, it's I agree with you. It is the players letting them down, but it's the same players that people refuse to change out. So it's
That's
like, how can you, like,
you know what it is?
we're watching just mid performances every week from certain key performers, and it's just there's guys there who we just had a guy come on for his first game the other week and make a big impact in the game, and then now we don't even see him for a single minute in this game. Like,
unbelievable.
Like, what are we talking about?
But Potter's going to find out either by losing his job next season, or hopefully he rectifies it. What Tuchel found out, what Lampard found out. Do not put your trust in these players because they will not reciprocate it. Do not stop picking the same players over and over again. Stop picking Aubameyang and Havertz in a front three. There's no outlet there. I thought Kai Havertz was absolutely abysmal again today. Absolutely, but he offers nothing. Offers absolutely nothing. You can say Aspilicueta played well today. I don't care what anyone says. He played well defensively.
Andrew, if we're going to play a back four, he has to play. We don't have any right back.
But he didn't.
We have no right back.
Josh, were you shocked? He didn't get stripped once by Martinelli.
Yeah,
They
no,
were
no,
hardly
he
ever.
wasn't a problem. He wasn't a problem today.
It wasn't a
My
problem
problem
today.
was
He
with
played well today.
the
It's just,
midfield, and two of the three attackers were just absolutely poor
but
today.
that's
Like,
we had to play. We played out from the back, which made it worse that we had both midfield, all three midfielders kept dropping deep, so deep to collect the ball. All three of them, not one of them going. You know what? I'm going to drop back. You two push up a bit more. All of them drop back. All of them drop back. So then Sterling. Then Sterling has to drop back. Then playing Oba on the left. Why are we playing Oba on the left? And why are we playing that useless giraffe up front who doesn't do anything? They're just as a collective. I've never disliked a team more than this as a collective, as a group of players.
Well, I'm going to have to push back on this whole Aspie played well today. He shouldn't be playing, okay? And I'll tell you what.
Today? What did he do wrong?
He certainly didn't lead. I'm sorry. If you're is he the captain? Is he the captain or not?
he is.
That's not the discussion. We know about his captaincy. He's not good like that.
Because guess what? That's also part of the job. Oh, every time he got the ball, dude, he would huck it forward. That's not good soccer. That's not how we play.
What were his options, colleague? What were his options?
Okay,
yeah, I mean, he didn't have a
buddy. You have to make in-game adjustments, and you have to be vocal about those adjustments. He didn't say anything to anybody. He didn't do his job as a leader. I'm sorry, but I was the captain. I know what the fucking job is, and you have to make in-game adjustments and be the coach on the field. If the coach is not going to make any adjustments, you have to do it. You have to instruct your players because he is the furthest man back. He can see everything. Okay, and if he is not telling these guys, we need to find another way, just kicking the ball up and having Ben White intercepted every single time, that is not working. You need to do something else. We need to show to the ball. We need to be more creative. And look, he is the leader, and I feel like they do not respect him. And you guys are all talking about this same players. Dude, he is one of them. He is one of them. And not only that, he is the captain. And he is so uninspiring and he is so fraudulent as a leader that these guys, like, it ruins the mood. And I have to make this about a psychological thing. He ruins the mood. He does not lead. And everybody was flaccid as a result of it.
I'm sorry. That's
I'll push. I got to push back a little bit.
Hold on, for a second here. Let me get this in. I got to do some show stuff.
Go, Jared. Go ahead, Jared.
We got 41 people in here. It's our all-time high. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, smash the like button, share it to your friends. Because if you want to see some fire, you're about to see some fire being spit. I apologize.
Okay, I just think that's such a cop-out for the other players to listen.
Oh, no, I'm not letting them off the hook. I'm not letting them off the hook. Absolutely not, Andrew. Absolutely not.
He's never been that captain. He's never been that captain to look to bail us out or anything.
Then why is he captain?
Because he's the most one of the most experienced players.
Right, because he's won everything there is to win in the game. Yeah. That's why, listen. He was I would say he was on the list of way least of our problems today. I have to look at the midfield, and I have to look like Havertz, Sterling. These guys were so poor. Sterling in general, I'm sorry. I know he scored against Zagreb. It was a nice goal, but in general, he was ass so today. Bad. He was ass. Again, and it's not even just today. It's like again. Same with Mount. Like, it's not just he was poor today. It's like he was poor again. It's like people.
He's a purple patch player. He's a purple patch player. 3 games.
That's right. Many rules.
It's your bottom. Your 3 bottom of the table teams. He'll get a goal out of them.
Yeah.
It's just his games this season. He's just been so poor. I don't know what we're like. He's been playing the last couple of games, and his preferred 8 is what he said personally is his favorite position, and he's been terrible. He's not creating anything. He had some created chances today because he took some awful corners. His corners were atrocious today. Gallagher's the guy I wanted to start this game in that position, and I thought when he came on, he did exactly what I was looking for. From that position, he was way more aggressive. His crossing is way better. He finds himself in dangerous positions. Now you can put some of that on him, but it's hard when he's only got a few minutes in a game to say like he was even comfortable. But just in those few minutes, he looked way brighter. And then you're waiting to bring Pulisic on to in the 80th minute, something like that, something crazy.
It's
You
too late. It's
leave.
too late to do anything.
It's way
Way
too
too
late.
late.
Way too late. And you've got options on the bench of guys who can make plays. You got guys who can defensively do a job, and you just wait and wait and wait. It's like you're watching the same performances we are week in and week out. I gotta think he watches film. Like you're just continuing to run some of these guys out for whatever reason. It's like it's
Do you know what
really
it
hard
is?
to
Do you know what it is?
justify.
I think all managers do this, no matter who they are. I think they have an arrogance when they come in and go, "Well, the previous coach didn't get this out of this team. I'm gonna be one to get
Yeah.
whatever out of these players." And it just, dude, some of these players are just not good enough. Whoever coaches them, they're just not good enough.
Well, and I was told under Potter we were going to be playing like some expressive, new, creative. We played in our own half like the whole game. We've got Mendy under pressure all game. Like we weren't attacking at all. We did nothing creative. We weren't doing anything in an offensive manner that would make me suggest there's some new form of football being injected into the club. It was
If you're going to play that way,
boring.
Josh, you got to play. You need a proper outlook.
Yeah, you got to have some. Yeah, we used to be able to play that way. We used to be able to play that way because we had Eden Hazard who could pick the ball up and go, and he would create something. Now you don't have guys like that, so and we don't have anyone near that level anymore in the midfield or in attack. And it's like you're playing the whole game in your own half. Like I thought, show me some of that expressive football I was told we would be getting under Potter.
Hold on. We do have those players in the midfield. Zachariah and Mateo Kovacic.
Yeah, they're sitting on the bench.
Well, then there you go, dude. I mean, we got to look at the lineup. You have to look at the lineup to how that starts, because if you don't think that doesn't psychologically affect the players, you're wrong. It does. It does.
No.
If they don't believe in the lineup, it fucks everything up. And then you look at Arsenal and you look at Xhaka just being an absolute asshole out there, but being a great leader, showing spirit, and every single one of those players, from the window to the wall, busted their ass. Minute 1 to minute 90, they were all over us. They were all inspired. They believed in the lineup.
Captain.
Well, Xhaka has been the captain in the past, but regardless, like he acts like one. He acts like that's a fair point, Jared. But that being said, they wanted it so much more. Their attitudes were so much better. And it starts with the lineup. It starts with leadership. It starts with the captain. It starts with the coach. All those things. If you're uninspired on the field, you're not going to play well. You're going to lose the ball every time we try to get forward. You're not going to move into positions to get open. Because none of those things happened. We were just terrible. And the attitude was really bad. It was just really, really, really bad.
Yeah. Far be it from, first of all, big up to my favorite Arsenal fan in the cut, Miss Melina. I'm glad you made it home safe, and we're blessed to have you here.
Your dad's better as well.
Yeah, I hope your dad is better. It's not. This is nothing about anything, but she's a great gal. So make sure you subscribe to her channel. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
No shit.
Match the likes. You're obviously here because you like it. Smash the like button.
So far be it for me to throw more gasoline on the fire, but I have a couple gallons here that I need to get rid of. So we're going to dump that right on the fire. For the Mount, for Mount playing all the time, is this having anything to do with Potter being English and him wanting to get people ready for the World Cup?
I don't think so. No, for the World Cup, I don't think he gives a shit.
No, I think
you don't think that's in his mind at all.
No,
I don't think so. If that, why would he play Ben Chilwell at left back? You never know if he was worried about England's World Cup stuff. No, I just think it's like, I don't know what it is. Obviously, none of us fall for it, but I don't know what it is, man. And whether like everyone falls into this Mount thing, look at my eyes, look around the eyes. Here you go, hypnotized or something like that, and thinks he's a better player than he is. It's just, I listen. He needs to sort it out and realize that he can't. He's not the guy to build a team around, or he's going to cost him like Matt's going to be one of the players that cost him his job, like the two other coaches
Yes.
they've had. So
yeah,
either that Potter either gets on with a good job, or he gets a 60 million payout, doesn't he? So it's one of those.
So again, was the over and under on how many managers that Mount gets sacked?
Well, he's on to his third one, right? So he's on to
This is number 3.
Number 3, yeah. It's all right though. It's all right. It's all right.
So if
It's not all right.
No,
we're talking about 4 or 5 managers, he's going to help get sacked.
Well, when we play the bottom of the team and he scores like 4 goals, that's 3 assists, everything's all good again. So you know what I mean? It's all good.
Right, because he only scores against the bottom
Purple
dwellers.
patch flat track bully. That's what he is. He's a purple patch flat track bully. That's what he is.
And look, it's getting to a point, and it's not only Mount. Look, there was a lot of bad performances on that pitch today.
Trash.
They were bad.
I'm going to reserve that. I don't think Thiago Silva was really bad. He was playing with he's looking up on the ball he gave away that ended up in the corner, that ended up in the goal.
Yeah.
He's looking up, looking for somebody to pass the ball to. And nobody was showing. They all ran away from him, and he turned over the ball.
That's what I said, man. There's no options, man. There's no options. I mean, you cannot, as a center back, when you've got all this space, because center backs have the most space when they receive the ball, you cannot not have options. There always has to be an option.
Can we talk about that goal? I mean, why they were all watching it, and it's like, if you're the goalkeeper, you can blame the goalkeeper all you want, but if you're the goalkeeper, surely you would expect one of those guys to just, well, they were going, shit, remember last week against Brighton? Well, one of us put on him.
Well, it went under Kai's leg.
Like,
I think Kai went to kick it and he missed it. But this is what I will say. On a play earlier than that, when Thiago headed the ball out for corner, if you look at Mendy, he flinches when Thiago heads the ball, and his eyes close in that moment, and he flinches. I'm like, dude, are you not picking the ball up? Because there's no way you should have flinched at that play. The ball was if you didn't pick up the ball, I don't think he picks up the ball really early. But still, that ball goes across your box as a goalkeeper. That's your fault. I'm sorry. You don't let a ball go through your box like that. You got to get something on that.
Scored. I think Neymar scored.
I think Villa's up 2-0 on United.
I might have missed it. First. There you go. This is playing out for the back for you. Oh, that's terrible.
2-0. Digne and Bailey scored. So
wow, really?
Yeah.
2-0.
Unai, it's a good evening. It's a good evening for Unai.
Just to later, what's the play out from this PSG goal? What's the goalkeeper play out? That's why you don't play. If you're not good enough, don't play out from the back.
Yeah. And the other thing was Mendy's better playing the ball long than he is short.
Oh,
so
that was much better. But that's like I can't even. Do you know what? I don't even care about that today. It meant nothing. It meant nothing. You're right. But you see, we're trolling off the list of issues, and then you go, why is there room to be optimism about this team at this moment in time? This is not. We're 7th.
Oh my God.
We're 7th. That's what we are. Yeah. And we've got Newcastle next, who historically, even with our best teams, they beat us. Even with our best, they beat us.
Look, it's. I think there is some room for optimism. We do have 6 players that are out. I say Kovacic is one of those players because he's not fit, and he's not fit to start. If you had Ben Chilwell fit, if you had Fofana fit, obviously Koulibaly's not fit because he didn't play. If you had Conte fit, did
Koulibaly not play during the week?
Yeah, he did.
He got but he went off with it. He got hit in the knee. Remember?
He did not get subbed.
No, but maybe I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe he was playing through. I don't know. Maybe,
Not that would have made a huge difference.
I mean, you got to be kidding me with this. Oh, he has a knock. You play through knocks. I'm sorry if I sound like an old school dickhead today, but again, if you're making $200,000 a week, you should be playing. You should be playing. I am so done with this progressive player empowerment. You got to treat these guys like real human beings. Bullshit. We know they're real human beings, dude. But this is a job. This is a job. Stop coddling them. It's insane to me. It's insane to me that they were allowed. Like, I saw your tweet. Don't let them get away with this, dude. They're gonna get away with it. They're gonna get away with it. It's insane. It's insane, dude. I would pull an old school move. I did this with I was coaching a prep school team, and they put in a performance like this. And after the game, I said, "You are not walking off this field." And I ran them for 30 minutes. They were dead tired because guess what? They weren't tired after the game, but they were tired after the running. I wish the coaches could do that because these players need to be punished for that effort today. It was just so bad. And I'm looking at Arsenal because I watched them more than I watched us today. And holy shit, did they want it more? Holy shit, did they care more? All of that arrogance, all of that confidence, that comes from effort, bro. And it's infectious. And we just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have anything tactically, savvy or smart or clever to say. Our attitude sucked. That's it. I mean, football sometimes is very simple. All right, we kept kicking the ball right to their center backs, and nobody was moving off the ball. I mean, it's pretty simple, guys.
This is terrible. I'm just looking at some of the stats of the individual players, and you're just like, what in the hell? Mason Mount, 78 minutes played, 38 touches, only completed 13 of 21 passes.
What?
Yeah. One key pass, one accurate cross, one accurate long ball.
Oh my God.
He won 4 out of 8 duels, 2 out of 3 aerials, lost possession 16 times.
Also, by the way, I think today shows why Brocia's not a starting striker.
Yeah, I think Brocia's still raw. I think he needs to go out on loan.
I mean, dude, the amount of times he just put his now look, he didn't have options, but I feel like his first option is always just to put his head down and dribble, and that's bad football.
Yeah. Well, he's still young. He's 19, isn't he? 19, 20.
I mean, he's getting paid like he's an adult.
Again, I'm not worried about Brosia. That's not has anything to do with the way we play today.
I'm going through all these players. I'm going through every single one of them in my mind. Kai was terrible. Aubameyang, are you sure, Aubameyang, that was your former team? Because it didn't look like you gave a shit.
Well, again, he has to have service and got none. He had 8 touches, I think.
If you can't find if the ball's not finding you, you need to go find the ball. You need to go and find the ball.
Well, then you just have all 11 in our half.
This is a game of off-ball movement, dude. So much of it is about getting into spaces to receive it. It's not just going to come to you. Gabriel Jesus didn't say central. Gabriel Jesus was fucking everywhere. He was everywhere.
Gabriel Jesus did not have a good game, though.
It didn't matter. He was active. All of the play. He had 26 touches in the first half. Aubameyang had 8 total. Oy vey.
Do you know? Some would question that if that's a true statement, or a yes to that question.
Hey man, I'm just saying the lightning rod's not there anymore. You know what I mean? The shadow, you're out of the shadow now, and you're being exposed for how truly averagely trash you are.
Look, the whole midfield that started today is not good enough to start in the Premier League. I'm sorry to tell you. We had 3 players in the midfield, and all 3 of them should not be starting in the Premier League for Chelsea Football Club. That's just the way it is.
Who was playing attacking mid today? Who was playing attacking mid?
It's supposed to be Mount.
It was supposed to be Mount. No.
I don't know.
It was supposed to be Mount.
I thought it was a...
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what I thought. Mount was playing an 8 today. I thought it was a 4-3-3.
But I would expect him to be the one to progress, get forward more than.
But he wasn't. He wasn't.
13 for 21, and you're one of the 3 center mids. Are you kidding me?
No look passing again. This is a thing with him. No look passing. The way he just passes the ball doesn't look up.
Yeah, that's the type of player that.
There's a bit in the second half. We got the ball, we broke, and I don't know if he tried to do it with an outside of his boot, but he wasn't looking. He just played it and didn't look and see.
Andrew, it's because he's probably done it once and it worked. he's that type of guy that'll just keep doing something even if it's not working. Because I have no other explanation for it. I don't have another explanation for it.
I think it's a lack of skill set myself. That's
Yeah,
all he
doesn't have
can
it.
do.
He doesn't have it, yeah.
He's too
He
slow
thinks
to
he
get
can
it.
do it. He thinks he can do it because he does it in training where there's no pressure.
There you
and
go.
does it like once or twice in training. Everyone goes, oh, like that. I'll do it now. But you didn't look up. Again, you didn't look up. Again, your passing sucks.
He's too slow as well. He could because he can't run away from anybody.
No.
If he starts running with the ball, dribbling with the ball, you can catch him.
He runs like he wore that brown suit the other night.
Yeah.
Like he's got that brown suit on.
Yeah, like that Roblox suit.
Yeah. Like it's 2 sizes too big.
I keep thinking of that the terrible rapper Lil Pump. His song "I Love It," where he's like he's in the Roblox suit. He's just bouncing up and down with Kanye. He's like, "I love it, I love it," and I'm like, "Oh my god, Mount! I can't get that image out of my head." Oh Jesus!
Just all I'm saying is just 2 games left. I can just not think about it for a month, and then I can get all the terribleness back.
This is what I'm just thinking about getting healthy. I mean, my God, I hate this excuse, but when you have to play Aspi and Trevor Chalobah, then it becomes a dire situation. Our injuries are fucking killing us. They are killing us, and it's
lack investment in the midfield as well.
Every summer. You hear fans say, no, I don't want to overbuy. I don't want to overbuy on a position because it'll stagnate the development of a certain player. It's like, dude, every year we run out of players. Every year we get 2 injured. I mean, every single year we have like 5 to 7 guys out at one time, every single year. And then we always have to overplay Jorginho, and Aspi has to come in even though he's terrible. Like these guys, every summer you pay attention to people saying, no, I don't want to buy him. I don't want to stagnate the development of so-and-so. It's like, dude, there's a reason why Man City has got 22 starters instead because they don't give a shit about stagnating development. They care about stockpiling talent because they know injuries come.
We never used to care about stagnating development. I don't know why we're caring about it now.
Because it's because of Twitter. It's because of Twitter and young
fans. Because of transfer ban, Cobanistas, and
promoting players that normally we would sell after they graduated.
What stops the development of this team? Using rubbish players. That's what stops the development of this team. Yeah. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Look,
I would say this: you can compensate if you're a good team. You can compensate for maybe 1 or 2 players not playing well. In a squad, right? You can if you surround it by good players. But if you don't have good players, then just the average just spreads, and the team doesn't do well. And that's what we're saying right now. Just look at that. We have a large collective of average to not good enough players.
Yeah, I look. It is what it is, and these are, when you have certain players winning man of the match for running around like a headless chicken. If you have them running player of the season when they've done nothing, it goes to the fan base because they're the ones telling ownership we love this guy, and
Oh, I think that's the fans who voted for that. I think the players voted for someone else.
No, it's the fans that voted for it, and so the fans are telling the ownership, oh, he's our best player. So you're not going to run his ass out there.
Andrew, is there validity to that? Is there validity to this? I really do wonder. If there is. And to me, in the past, I would just never say this because I would find it to be ridiculous. But I am starting slowly to believe that there is some fan influence in this team, like actual influence where decisions are being made based on, advice from fans that don't know what the hell they're talking about because this is not their job. They're just fans. They're morons. And it really does feel like sometimes that they're picking.
Do you know what?
And Andrew, I would have never said that 10 years ago. No. Ever. Never.
You know why I hold Jose Mourinho in such esteem? And there was times during the seasons where, you know what, if it wasn't working after 20, 25 minutes, he'd make 2 substitutions. That's when we could only make 3, by the way. He'd make 2 in the first half. Yeah. You know what, Sean Wright Phillips and this player's not playing well. I'm going to bring on Joe Cole and something like that. I don't care what the fans think. Don't care. You shouldn't care what the fans think. It's your job. If you go, I'll tell you right now, if we go in this fan base right now, if we go what the fans think, this team will never get, we won't get Champions League football for 10 years. If we go what the majority of the fan base think.
And we have a team full of cobble.
But yeah, please, if anyone has any links to this ownership group, do not go by the majority of what this fan base thinks, please. Don't even go what I'm saying. Just go with your gut. Get football people in that know what they're doing. Do not go what this fan. This is why we have not been in a title race since 2017. While we struggled to get into Champions League. While we've hit only about 70 points maybe once in the last 5 years. Struggled on the last day to get top 4. Do you know what I mean? Having to go on a good. Do not let any cup win this. If we do win a cup this season, do not let it paper over the cracks that we are seeing right now. Just don't let it happen. Please don't let it happen. Because we're turning into Arsenal, bro. We're turning into Arsenal when they move to the stadium. I mean, we've not even moved to a new stadium. You know what I mean? We've not even moved to it. We haven't rebuilt our stadium. We're turning into that. You remember, it was like, oh, they had the same youth. If you remember, they had the same youth thing as well. Oh, yeah, well, we're chucking out all the good players. That's where the average size of the team went down to look like hobbits instead of giants. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll play Denilson. We'll do Oxlade-Chamberlain. Theo Walcott will come good. It's all that. No. It's, oh, God almighty. Oh, God
We
almighty.
have to. Don't get emotional now, Andrew.
No, I'm just know what I'm going to. I already saw it on the timeline. People blaming like, oh yeah, well, if we move this player in, we're going to play well. Are you out of your mind? I could put Mbappe in this team and we'd still play shit. Do you know what I mean? We would still play shit. Every area of this team needs upgrades. Every area. Don't focus on the midfield. Well, don't focus on the midfield. Goalkeeper, wing backs, maybe another midfielder, and up front. Everywhere needs upgrade. And we spent. Everyone go, well, you spent all this much. We spent because we had to replace the shit that was already that left. So.
I mean, if we're talking about spending, I really do think that we should just pay the extra money and get in Nkunku in January. I don't think we should wait. If it's already happening, and it seems like it is, I think that we should just be we should be very aggressive in January. If we want to salvage any semblance of dignity for this season, if we want to win things, we still can because we're still in everything. But if we really want to salvage at least the domestic portion of this season, we have to do something in January. We cannot wait. We cannot wait. If it's D mid, it's Alvarez, do it now. If it's Nkunku, do it now. If it's Rafael, do it now. Don't wait. Do not wait.
Well, I think the midfield's the most important thing to get solved in the.
Oh, I agree.
If you're because in January you're gonna maybe buy 1 to 2 players.
Oh yeah.
So
as much as I love Jorginho, he got absolutely outrun today because those players in the midfield for Arsenal, they're all athletes. They're not just good players; they're also athletic as hell. And he got completely outrun because he's too slow.
We need a midfielder, at least one, and a right back, right wing back, whatever it is. That's what we need.
Yeah,
that's what we need. And and you know what? I swear to God, right now, because the cup's on Wednesday, so I know whoever plays will turn up because there's no pressure for these guys in cups.
Yeah, okay? It's because it's low. It's low stakes. It's low stakes. That's why these players do well.
If we get through, I swear to God, I know exactly what I'm going to see at full time. Yep, it's all good. We move on to Newcastle now. Let's go and get 3 points. It's like, no, you don't understand.
Yeah.
It's not a cup
We're playing Man City, so you might not have to worry about that.
Well, they're going to rotate, right? They're going to rotate. Well,
we might get played off the park. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Even if they rotate,
it doesn't matter if they rotate or not. That performance.
They have 22 starters, man. They have 22 starters.
Look, that performance today was god awful, and I'm sorry, but there's a numerous amount of players that should not see the pitch on Wednesday. I think that's when we play Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
They should not be on the pitch. They will be, but they shouldn't be. It is what it is. I sound like a broken record week after week with some of the choices being made. I do not get it. I don't understand what people are looking at when they're watching the game. I can't. I'm watching the game in 4K, by the way, today because CBS we were on their 4K broadcast. So it's not like the picture was bad. It was 4K. And I'm like, well, what are people seeing with some of these players? They're not at the level that we need to be at.
It's
And
all right,
midfield
Jester,
is
because
trash.
it's okay because another player played just as badly, so that's what they'll say. They'll say, "Oh, well, but what about him? What aboutism again?"
It's whataboutism. That is some classic political bullshit. You see it. You see it on, especially on conservative pundits all the time. It's just unbelievable.
Don't bring politics, dude. Stop.
No, I'm talking about the tactic of deflection, where it's like because of this. No. But this, it's like but it's not accountability. What Andrew was saying is that because another player was bad, it exonerates the bad play of somebody like Mount. And I'm like, dude, no. We're focusing on this. We're focusing on this. We're not. Don't bring another player into it just because you don't like that I said the Mount didn't play well.
By the way, Newcastle are 1-0 up and Almiron scored. So
Almiron.
Whenever somebody brings up a whatism, like, well, your guy played bad, but my guy might have been bad, but your guy was worse, or something like that. If they deflect somebody else, that means they cannot come up with a cogent argument to defend their player. That's all that is. You won the argument. If they bring up another player, you won the argument.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't come up with an argument to debate you on. And that's the thing with some of these players now. They just say, well, they weren't the worst player on the pitch. It was because of so-and-so. That means you won the argument. So when certain stands are saying, well, my player wasn't the worst player, he was isolated, or he ran, he tried a lot, that means they have no fucking argument to big up their player. So they have to trash everybody else. If you have to do that, your player ain't worth shit. And we're supposed to be Chelsea fans, not player fans.
You got a certain fan in mind there, Jared?
No, it's loads. It's not just that one. It's loads of them.
No, it's just not that one. He's a big part of it. But there's tons
of them. There's tons of them. I agree with you. I agree with you guys.
There's just if you don't watch it for the team, you watch it for your player, there's something wrong with you, man.
Yeah.
Team sport, not a player sport.
These guys come and go. I mean, it's the club that remains. I don't really understand that portion. Oh, Jared, I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
I got up at 5 a.m. for this shit.
Me too, man. Me too.
You got up earlier. You're an hour earlier.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, I mean, I missed the first 15 minutes of the game. I was snoozing.
Yeah. Well, when you have company in bed, you don't have to get out.
I mean, it was warm, brother. I thought it was gonna be freezing up
there. It was warm.
I thought it was gonna be freezing in it. It's not. It's great.
Well, that performance on the pitch was definitely flaccid.
So there it is.
we got treated like jailhouse bitches, dude. We were the one leaving, holding their pocket.
100%.
And you know what? They didn't even. They weren't even at their best today. They weren't even at their best today. They weren't at their best. That's the sad thing. I don't mind losing if I see fight. I don't mind that at all. I can go, you know what, you gave her all. It just didn't happen today. But that's the third performance in a row against Arsenal at home where there's been no fight at all.
Well, here's another thing. João Felix scored. A rare João Felix goal.
A rare João Felix start.
New contract. New contract. That's the Chelsea way. One goal.
Now, can you imagine that dude at Chelsea? Simeone? We're talking about harem ball.
Good Lord.
João Felix is really good.
I might have to change teams if Simeone
became coach. Football.
Just fuck it. I'm done.
I'm taking a career break.
I'm watching women's volleyball from now on.
I'm just watching the women's team, actually. That's the only football I watch. At least I'm guaranteed to win the women's team.
Yeah, Andrew, I want to talk about one particular thing, and that's getting the ball in isolation. I mean, if you just don't have options, and again, I probably said this 5 times, but when these guys were receiving the ball, no one was moving. And that's, dude, a lot of that is just effort. A lot of that is just giving the extra 5 yards to make sure that you're in a position to receive the ball when a player needs to be bailed out. And it just again and again and again this morning, we would just huck the ball up and a dude would be isolated. And then you'd go the other way and Arsenal would have the ball and there'd be 3 or 4 people showing because everybody wants to be involved. Everybody wants the ball. Everybody wants to be intricate and combine around our players. And as soon as we would get it, it was just isolationist, and it felt so much like an Antonio Conte game. It really did. And we've graduated from that. We do not play like hyper defensive kick and run counter ball. Like we want to pass, we want to manipulate through the middle and final third, and it just felt like this was a regression back to some antiquated version of our style that I thought was gone. I thought that we were done playing that type of ball, and apparently not.
There's no one up there who's got a trick.
Yeah.
There's no one up there who's got like, one-on-one situation, I'm going to do this. There's no one who does it. No one.
Oh yeah, we don't have very many one-on-one players.
We don't have that. Like every time someone went one-on-one with someone, my thought was, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, you're going to lose the ball.
You're going to lose the ball. But
it's funny,
even when we approached the box, it was like, you're just not. I'd rather you take a shot and it get deflected and go in or something than actually try and beat a man. That's probably better because there's no one up there. And you can harp about History FC, but we don't have those players anymore.
Yeah,
we are crying out for those type of. If you're going to play this way, you need those type of players because they are going to be isolated. Okay, but they need a trick. They need something to go past someone, or they need a shot out of nowhere.
Arjen Robben's not walking through that door, man.
Exactly. Arjen Robben, a Juan Mata, even
Hazard,
a Damien Duff, a Joe Cole.
Joe Cole. Now we're talking.
It's just not. Yeah. It's just not. Or even like up front. You know what? When we used to play that type of football, at least I had a warrior up there like Didier Drogba, who would just take two of the defenders out by himself. Great space and stuff like that. We don't have that. So if you're going to play that football, you need someone up there who's going to hold up the ball as well.
But the other option playing out of the back wasn't working. Yeah, that's why we switched. We couldn't do either.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean. So it's either play out the ball and then lose it and then they have a shot or something, or boot it, but no one's going to hold up the ball or do anything. It's going to come straight back. That's all it is. It was like we were down to 10 men. In a new camp or something, we just had to boot out and survive. That's what it felt like today. There was no inspiration. There was no creativity whatsoever. There was no one willing to grab the game by the throat and choke and go, nah, this ain't happening. The players don't have that. None of these players have it in them to do that. Don't have it mentally to do that.
Bring me Jesse Marsh. Hey, they came back from
game yesterday. That was a.
They came back from 2 goals down, baby.
Yeah, that was a. And some
you got it. Yeah. You got to appreciate the fickle nature of the media. The entire media contingent was firing Jesse Marsh 2 weeks ago, and now they're singing his. Yeah. And now they're singing his praises.
Look at Brendan Rodgers. Look at Brendan Rodgers. Everyone was on his neck. Look at Brendan Rodgers. Then the recent form is gone. Yeah.
I really wonder if these pundits if they just choose to have short-term memories, if they just choose to forget or take accountability for what they've said before. Because it's like 1 week it's a dire situation, and the next week it's a monster clause.
Not the clicks.
Well, look at Ten Hag, right? Look at Ten Hag, yeah? He's been praised recently. If they lose, they're 2-0 down, right? If they lose it again, someone else is going to come out tomorrow morning on TalkSport or someone and go, see, I told you about Ten Hag. I told you I wasn't convinced. Told you I wasn't convinced.
Darren Bent and Simon Johnson are going to be like, oh, we told you so.
Graham Souness is going to be, I told you I wasn't convinced about Ten Hag.
Graham Souness, oh my God, give me a break. Gary fucking Lineker. Oh my gosh, all these guys. All right, well, all right, Jared. I mean, how much longer you want to go? Because I don't want to dedicate any more time to this team today. I don't want to be on any other streams. I don't want to fucking do anything.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I really don't have any. I know Alex I know you wanted the link, but I think we're about to wrap it up.
Oh, he said Terry link. I didn't know he wanted this link.
Yeah,
I think Terry link to me. Sorry, I thought he was like asking for the Terry link.
Yeah, I think we're about to wrap up. I don't have anything else in the tank. I've run out of all the bad. I mean, no, I have more bad shit to say, but you just, I've already age restricted the video enough.
Jester, I know you have to wake up early, but at least you're not waiting around for this to happen. It's done. Right. NFL starts in a few hours.
Hell yeah!
NFL though.
I do. Oh, damn. I do. Tottenham Liverpool then. Tottenham Liverpool starting in a couple of hours. You could watch that, I suppose.
Hey, Andrew, Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's
Plus,
hide.
when I was watching football, American football, I was a Texans fan. That ain't working out real good this year.
Oh wow, they're bad, bro.
At least you got nasty man out of your franchise. That's what I'm saying.
I have a Texans blanket in here. My mom got me for Christmas one year.
Jared
how
has
big a
sworn
Texans
off.
fan I was.
Jared has sworn off all sports but soccer. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, because it's number one. It's the one sport with the least amount of politics in it.
Oh yeah,
True.
yeah. It's
And-
all about just the game.
You know, I'm sorry. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But I was not entertained today. So you can ask me that question all you want to. No, I was not entertained.
Are you not entertained?
At least if you're not going to be entertained, at least friggin' win, will you? Just even if one, just win, so we can at least talk about we won or something.
Yeah.
Or at least put in a shift.
Oh my God, I have to go pay so many Arsenal fan bets. God damn it.
Why did you do the bet? You don't bet on this team.
Why would you bet on this team?
Because I get cocky and then I just say,
okay.
oh,
That's all you had to say.
$200. Oh,
You're just being
$200?
you. You're just being you.
Oh my God.
You're not being cocky.
What a buffoon!
You're
What a
being Ryan.
buffoon! What a buffoon I am!
Listen, next
Such
time
a buffoon.
next time you do this, just send the money to me. So it goes
Yeah, or flush it down the toilet. Either way.
Yeah,
Send it to Greenpeace or something. At least it'll go to use. Jesus Christ! Yeah, and one of them, Ryan Crowther, one of my Arsenal buddy friends, he's in Vegas, so he's just gonna piss it down the blackjack table. Oh my God!
Well, that's okay.
That's okay.
Buy him a girl. There you go. It's Vegas is legal.
God.
I think he's married.
It's Vegas. What state? We have to Vegas stays in Vegas.
Is that
That is not true at all. I can assure you.
Well, you just ain't doing it right then.
buddy, things come back. Things come back.
Good Lord.
All right, guys. Well, it's been I wish I would say it's been enjoyable, but it hasn't. This game sucked.
It's been an experience.
Well, fuck you very much.
No. You guys are great. The game, just
Oh.
thinking about the game is just it's so irritating. Oh man.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. That's our final thoughts. It was awful. I think everybody thinks it was awful. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, that sounds
I don't know
good.
about anybody else, but that's thoroughly, I couldn't even watch the damn match with commentary. It was that bad. The commentary.
I
was that bad.
don't. I always put it on mute.
Oh, I was fucking. Oh, Arsenal are so great, and I'm just like, dude, why don't you just go out there and suck that dick then, right on the field, or just call a balanced game? But I'm done. It'll be over in a couple of weeks. We get to watch England lose to the United States and Wales, and go out in the group stages.
Hey, go
That's
watch
good.
Juventus Inter Milan later, guys. That's on tonight. So,
Oh yeah, La Taro Martinez.
Yeah.
See,
Oh, you can see that 90-pound fool.
90 pounds. Wow, you are giving him some generosity there, buddy. More like
90
more
million
like
pounds.
290. Oh,
Okay.
pounds.
Yeah.
Pound. Gotcha. I was gonna say he's a fat athlete.
PH either.
Oh my no, he's awful.
All right, gentlemen. Till next
Okay.
time, y'all be good. And don't take any shit from anybody wearing red.
Mm,
Subscribe.
subscribe.